What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, normally I would have some news for you guys, but in this case, it is not. We actually have the ban list. The ban list is coming up in less than a couple weeks, yeah, the last ban list was actually fair, it was fairly decent, I will say. I think they only, banned, what, 3 cards? Like, only a few cards? And, if you guys don't remember the last ban list, the cards that got banned, meaning you can't use them, were Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. This card was basically a card that would lock your opponent from summoning anything from the extra deck. It was pretty stupid. Link Cross, obviously the big reason for it is obviously token spam. Link them off into something like Appaloosa or something like that. And then of course Smoke Grenade of the Thief. It's an old card. I believe it was seen. I believe it was from Ladder of the Nightmare. And it was and it's interesting because this card can basically just rip a card from your opponent's hand right off the bat. Just right off the bat. I think that was a once per turn type of deal. And then as far as the cards that got limited, everything stayed the same. True King's Return got semi-limited. And then as far as the cards that got taken off the list entirely, Seer Malebranche of the Burning Abyss, Graf Malebranche of the Burning Abyss, Ivagishki Mind Aegis, ABC Dragon Buster, and Totally Awesome. What's interesting about this upcoming ban list is that we have so many new decks coming out that came out for the February-March 2021 format, and it's interesting because you have Eldritch, which is still pretty broken. You have, I believe, Virtual World has been pretty viable. Zombies have been still pretty decent. Dinos, it's just so many incredible decks, but let's be honest here. When it comes to the ban list, Konami always targets the decks that have dominated the meta. We all know that. So we have to look at Eldritch, Dinos, and what was the other? Not virtual. I think yeah, Virtual World, and also there was one other deck as well. I don't remember what. I honestly don't remember what it was, but honestly, you have honestly, this is gonna be a very unique ban list. Obviously, literally every single ban list that we had since January 2020 was pretty insane. Let me look at that ban list because I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a long time. If I remember correctly, let's see. Hang on, guys. Alright, so this was the ban list from let me take a look. I believe, hang on guys, I'm trying to see. Okay, so the first ban list that we had, it was a complete... It was utter chaos. We had Harp Horror. We had Orcus Harp Horror band. We had Thunder Dragon Colossus band. We had Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. Ib, the World Challenge Justiciar. What was that one? We had Tempest Magician band. We had Azathoth band, Mirage Stalio band, Brilliant Fusion band. Engage got banned as well. Literally, it was a cleanup crew. Danger Nessie, Pankratops to 1. Nessie to 1. Pankratops to 1. Servant of the Endymion to 1. True King Lithosogym to 1. Map of Oblivion. I believe that would be... What would that be? Oh, Divine Wind of Mist Valley? Somewhere around there. Yeah, it was a cleanup crew. It was a cleanup crew. And it was interesting because that band list completely changed the game. It literally completely changed the game entirely. And this band list, I don't really think we're gonna see anything different, honestly. And the reason why I say that is because obviously we didn't have a whole lot of tournaments. I think we had like I know that we had the 2020 what you call it, what is it, the remote duel tournament, which I believe that was won by Team Sam. I think he beat Cody to win it. I know that just recently, like within the last this past weekend, there was another remote duel tournament. There was a lot of different variables here. So let's start with Dinos, because I remember in the remote duel that Team Sam was in, there was he actually played Dinos, and I'm saying it now. Ultimate Conductor banned. I'm saying it now. Ultimate Conductor to banned. The card is just too powerful. The card is way too powerful, and I'll show you guys, and I'll show you what I mean. Hang on, let me go to the wiki website, and I'll show you guys how broken the card really is. Because the card it's just too powerful. It is stupid good. And I'll showcase right now. Hang on. Alright, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Here we are. Alright, so the card, if you guys don't know what it does, it says, cannot be normal summon or set, must first be special summon from your hand by banishing 2 dinosaurs from your graveyard. That right there is just broken. That right there is just broken on its own. Once per turn during either player's main phase, you can destroy a monster in your hand or field, and if you do, change all face-up monsters your opponent controls to face-down defense. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each. At the start of the damage step, if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent. And if you do, send that monster to the graveyard. Basically, it's a board wipe. This card is basically a board wipe, and it's a 3500, 3200. It's a 3500 attack, 3200 defense beater. That's how broken it is. This card can top Blue Eyes, Galaxy Eyes, and even Appaloosa if it was at 4. That's how broken this card is. And I think, honestly, if this card were to get banned, or even, you know what? Screw that. Not banned. I'll say it now. I think this card should be limited to 1. That way, the deck can still be viable, but it won't be as like heavy consistent as it is now. I'm just saying. Another card as well that I feel like another card that I feel like should get banned, and I really think it should, because the deck, it's not that the deck is broken, it's just the fact that the card was used in so many different decks over the over the last year, and I feel like it's if the card just really does need to get banned. That card is actually, hang on a second, guys. Let me look something up. There was a card that I thought needed to get banned. What was it? Oh, right. Obviously, Missing Mind. I'm stupid. Yeah, Missing Mind needs to get hit. Ultimate Conductor needs to go to 1. Honestly, I really don't see anything happening honestly, I really don't see anything too crazy happening. I would probably say cards that should be taken off the list, like maybe go to 1 from the forbidden list. I would have to say the Dragon Rulers. And the reason why I mentioned the Dragon Rulers is because of the fact that the Dragon Rulers, they were pretty broken. But nowadays, I really think, honestly, the Dragon Rulers should really come off, because now they're I mean, Tempest alone it's not really doing anything at all. So by bringing in, the rest of the Dragon Rulers off the ban list, I feel like maybe they could do something. So one card I feel like should come off would probably have to be Blaster, Dragon Ruler of Infernos, because it says if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can banish a total of 2 fire and or dragon type monsters from your hand or graveyard. Except this card, special summon this card. So again, a total of 2 fire monsters or 2 dragons from the hand or graveyard except this card, basically. So you can special summon this card by banishing those 2 except that card. During your opponent's end phase, this card will special summon and return to the hand. So it's kind of like a spirit monster, so to speak, where it just jumps it back to the hand. You can discard this card and a fire monster to the grave, then target a card on the field and destroy that target. If this card is banished, you can add a fire dragon from your deck to your hand. You can only use 1 blaster per turn. The card could do a lot of crazy things with Salmon Grades. I don't know if it would be viable with Salmon Grades, but I feel like maybe this card has a lot of potential. So I could definitely see that card coming off the list. Another card that has really done a lot of damage, L-Lich. I'm saying it now. All of the the trap monsters, all the trap monsters limited to one. The deck is just way too stupid, way too broken. I feel like Eldritch needs to dive it down a little bit, and even also Phantom Knights. Phantom Knights have come back to the format with Rusty Bardiche off the list, and even also with Fogblade to 3. A lot of people play 2 copies of Fogblade, but I've seen a lot of decks that actually play 3. So I feel like Fogblade banned, and no, Fogblade to 1, and so I would say Fogblade to 1, and I would say Ultimate Falcon, Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon to 1. Ultimate Falcon is just a really it's just crazy. It is a crazy card, and I'll show you guys what the card can do. So if you guys don't know anything about the card, it was actually released in Shining Victories, which I have not opened up that set in a long time. It requires three level 10 winged beast monsters, unaffected by other cards' effects. You can detach one seized material from this card. For the rest of the turn, all monsters your opponent controls will lose 1,000 attack. Also, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated. If this card has a Raid Raptor monster as a seized material, it gains this effect. Once per turn, during the end phase, you can make all monsters your opponent controls lose 1,000 attack. If your opponent controls no face-up monsters, inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent. Basically, it ensures that this card has 1,000 has more attack points than your opponent. And what's funny is that, and what's interesting is that you're literally going to be dealing 1,000 points of damage to your opponent, which it's a burn deck. It's basically a burn card. Am I the only one realizing the fact that this card should get hit? And then of course too you also have to think about, again, Missing Mind decks. Missing Mind needs to get banned. Okay, I don't know what Konami was thinking printing that card, but the card needs to get hit. The card needs to get hit. And there was one other card that I felt like should come off the list. Where is it? I would think maybe more. I would say Morphine Jar to 2. I know it's crazy. I know it's crazy to think Morphine Jar could be at 2, but the reason why I think that could be the case is because of the fact that it's not doing anything. So by putting Morphine Jar to 2, it might have a pretty interesting impact on the meta, and I think Morphine Jar could really put in some work. I know I'm using Morphine Jar in my Dark World deck, which makes sense, but I feel like that card definitely. I feel like it should really. I think it should come to 2, and then cards taken off the list. Call by the Grave. I'm saying it now. Call by the Grave needs to come off. Konami made a big mistake putting this card to 1. Call by the Grave. It stops hand traps. It stops hand traps from being used. Why would you want to put the card to 1? The card makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. But guys, obviously those are just my thoughts on it. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts on it as well. There really wasn't a whole lot to think about. Maybe once maybe once we have, live tournaments, like YCS and Worlds and whatnot, maybe the bandless predictions, these bandless predictions might be a little bit different, but we shall see. But again, let me know in the comments below what decks you guys think should take the hit. That is the question of the day. Let me know in the comments below, and that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more bandless prediction videos, which again, these things don't happen often. I think the next bandless we're getting is actually no sooner than March 1st, which who knows. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the links will be down in the description. And if you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me and want me to open up on the channel, because in 2021, this year, I will be doing fan mail. My address will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.